How to always be progressing. Keep going. When I say keep going, what do you think that means? Never stop. By no circumstances. Life happens. Things are gonna slow down, speed up, become stale. But the one thing you must never do is stop. Because the hardest thing ever is to start over. Imagine doing so much work to get to a certain point and then you quit. Imagine how defeated you feel to try to go back. We're not talking about anomalies here. We're not talking about individuals that stop and start, and seem to be fine. I'm talking about most individuals that cannot find a way to get momentum once they start back up again. The best way to avoid that is to keep going. Understand that no amount of progress is linear. It's always going to be like a roller coaster. Understanding that puts less pressure on yourself. And understanding that also should reinforce why staying with it is the most important thing. Never stop. With your health, with things to do with your finances, your faith, anything you're trying to do to improve you as a person. You have to keep going. So the bigger topic is how to do things in a way is sustainable so that you don't stop, right? Because it's not about working harder and doing more in the season. It's about preserving as much as possible, being efficient, being able to have good amount of output, but also maintain the pace. And when I say pace, I don't mean it's gonna be like fast or slow, but when I say pace, I mean like doing something. That is what I mean. I'm not talking about like speed or anything in that regard. You cannot stop, folks. You can't stop. Life is gonna happen, like I said before. Things are gonna happen. Bad news, good news, things that may delay how much you can put in. But the key is to never stop, even if it's a little bit. And a lot of people are so caught up on, I didn't do a lot, so I'm not gonna do anything. No, you gotta do something. That's the thing. Reinforcing your mind, you're doing something. That is the goal. If you cannot work out 5 days a week the whole year, there's going to be periods where you may only be able to work out 2 days a week, 1 day a week. But make sure you get something done. Make sure you get something done onto a point you can do a bit more. That is what I call consistency. Consistency doesn't look like a straight from here to there, no obstacles. Not a chance. You're going to face a lot of obstacles. And one way to avoid starting over is to stop. You have to keep going. You know, over the course of life, nothing is ever like stale and stagnant and just linear. Things are always going up and down like a roller coaster. That is how it is with anything you're trying to accomplish. Growing on social media, there's periods where you see signs, and there's other periods where you see nothing, and it can be frustrating, and you want to quit. But the biggest thing that gives you hope is one more try. Right? You cannot fall down and stay down and rot in the ground and go underneath. You have to get back up every single time. It means that if you fall a million times, you get back up 1,000,001 times. Legit. No stopping. None. I don't want to say all gas, no pedals, or all gas, no brakes, but all gas. There's gonna be points to slow down. There's gonna be points you may have to stop for a bit and then like turn and stuff like that. But the key is to never stop. A lot of you are starting to stop it. As I know, or as you know, the beginning of each year, everybody has goals, New Year's resolution. By the time mid February to March comes, everybody is ready to call quits and then start back up again late April because they're trying to get ready for the summer. Why don't you just stay ready so you don't have to get ready? meaning that you always keep going. Do your best every single day. It never stops. You're not going for just a goal, you're going for multiple goals, meaning that once you set one, and once you hit that one, you set another one. And that means short and long term. And also, the long term goals have to be a distance away type of thing. It shouldn't be too achievable, and it also shouldn't be too unrealistic. It should be somewhere in the middle. So, setting a goal like that also reinforces that it will take time. And the reason that it will take time is because not everybody can do it, and also it's going to require you to become the character that is able to handle what that goal comes with, because it's not just going to be about glory. You're going to have to take a lot of heat, hate, criticism, ridicule, right? You're going to have to take all that, but you have to be a certain character to be able to handle that. That's the thing. But it stems down from consistency. I know people talk about it a lot, but people don't really get it. People think consistency means you're going to be 100%, you're going to do everything right now and then keep going like that. That's not true. Today you may be able to give 100, tomorrow you will probably be able to give 50, but give something. Remain with it. The goal is to do it 365 days in a row. Do something. And I'm serious. Even if it's drawing a picture, like I've said in the past, I've gotten the skills to a good point, drawing pictures like this, right? But it started with watching videos on YouTube, how to draw a circle, how to uh, have good proportions on the face, how to shade, what pencils do what, right? How can I make it more efficient? How can I take it from graphite to charcoal pencils? But it started with just the intention and then doing it every single day. It's now 580 days in a row. Do that with other areas in your life, with languages as well. It's over 800 and something days. That's just the power of consistency. Doing a little bit, chunk by chunk. If you go to the same site, pick up a piece of dirt and place it there every single day, by the end of the year it will be a huge pile, brick by brick. Lay one brick at a time. But once you stop, the progress stops. I'm not even kidding. You think starting over means you're gonna start back where you left off? Nope. You're gonna start over and legit start over. Legit. Because it's not just a physical thing, it's also a mental thing. Imagine how defeated you feel going back to something you said you were gonna do. Imagine. Because you have to battle through that as well. Why not avoid that by remaining with it? Stop quitting. Stop starting and stopping. Keep going. Don't be concerned about the output you're putting. Be concerned that you're putting in something and remain with it. And I can assure you, 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you'll be ahead of the pack. But you just have to keep going. That's it for the message. If you found value in this, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next video. God bless.